I'm a little nervous. I have something I feel I need to share with you all, probably because it'll be painfully obvious once it happens, but it's also something I wish I didn't have to say out loud. I have a brain tumor, and I'm going to be having brain surgery, a craniotomy, in the first week of May. It's a semi-recent diagnosis. It's something I've been navigating since July 2025, but especially the last 2 to 3 weeks. And surgery is now the next step of that. This tumor was actually accidentally found, and I'll make a separate video kind of explaining that whole process and answering any questions you all might have. But since its discovery in July, the tumor has slightly grown, so therefore my neurologist, along with my oncology team and now my neurosurgeon, believe that surgery is the best option to remove the tumor and evict that evil bitch. Especially because, as is normal with brain tumors, you can't really know anything about it until it's out and can be sent to pathology to be tested and studied and all that. But for the time being, they believe it is a grade 2 primary central nervous system glioma, like a diffuse infiltrating glioma in my anterior medial left frontal lobe. And beyond that, we don't really know much else about, what kind of glioma, if it's malignant or benign. Once it's removed, what are the chances of reoccurrence? We'll kind of figure that out once it's removed and sent to pathology for results. At this point, all we can make is assumptions. And once we have those results, then we can determine if I need further treatment like chemo, radiation, medication, a combo of all three, or hopefully none of the above. This has all happened really quickly for me. 3 weeks ago, having brain surgery to remove a tumor and potentially needing chemo, radiation, all that, it wasn't even a thought in my mind, and now I'm being told that it is the best option because of the chances of tumor growth and how that complicates everything. So that is why we've all decided that surgery is the best option, because then if results come back and it is a less than ideal prognosis, like it comes back positive for cancer, then hopefully that means that we caught it early enough to treat. So I will be having that surgery in the first week of May, in about 3 weeks. And it's about a 5-hour surgery, and I'll have a pretty mean looking scar right here behind my hairline. And yes, they will have to cut my hair for that. And no, I do not want to talk about cutting my hair. Don't remind me. I'm having the surgery here in Minnesota at the Mayo Clinic, thankfully. So my mom and my dog will be coming with me, but they will be staying at the hotel. Meanwhile, the night of surgery, I will stay in the ICU, and then I'll be transferred to a different unit for a night or two. And then hopefully I'll be released from the hospital, spend a day or two at the hotel, and then come home to recover for 6 to 8 weeks or more. And in the midst of all that, depending on pathology results, we make treatment plans, or we don't make treatment plans. We'll see. The one thing I ask of all of you, please, going through this the last few months, you can imagine, has not been easy, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. I appreciate all of the ways that you all have engaged with my content and supported me and encouraged me as a person. And I hope that you are able to continue doing that, engaging with my content, liking, sharing, all of those things, even though, content might change a little bit. I can't see the future, and I hope the future is good, but I don't know that. Maybe when I'm in the hospital and I'm bored, or I'm recovering here at home, maybe I'll go live, if they let me, and we can all hang out. I just hope you all still want to support me and, be my friends on this little corner of the internet while I go through this and while I heal, and the potential content changes and what that looks like in the future. I just hope that in so many ways that this doesn't change everything. I know life for everyone is very difficult given the state of our world, so all I'm asking for is support, friendship, love, engagement, for all of us, honestly, not just for me. And I hope that we're able to do that and still have this sense of community where we can all feel safe and happy and kind and, be honest about the realities of life. I just hope that is something that you all find important too, because that would mean a lot to me personally in this time. And I've received a lot of love and support from family and friends all over the world. It's crazy. Um, Friends and family in other countries like, Lebanon, or I have friends in Africa, Europe, Mexico, Morocco, Saudi Arabia. Um, there's a lot of people praying for me and wishing me well, and I'm really lucky to have that from them and from you guys too. Besides the support from my loved ones, I am very lucky to be a patient at Mayo Clinic. I mean, it is one of the best hospitals in the country, if not the entire world, and I have collected a great group of physicians and medical personnel who are very dedicated to my care and my health and getting me to be as healthy and normal as I can be. So it is not lost on me how grateful and lucky I am for that. I very much feel like I am in good hands in multiple ways, no matter what path it is that I am forced to walk from this point on in life. But with that said, it has still been a very, very difficult process, as you can imagine. I mean, as far as a brain tumor goes, a tumor is a tumor, and size does not really matter. I mean, your brain controls every function of your body. And to think that my brain has something that is not supposed to be in there, squatting in there, taking up space, and messing up my life is scary. It is very scary. And that's why it's gotta go. And it's also scary to think about that surgery and how the removal process will go. I mean, that is terrifying. It's my brain. And there are a lot of risks. It could affect my motion, my speech, my memory, my thought processes. It could affect everything. Or it could affect nothing at all, and I could be completely fine and living life as if I'm living it now. And the sad reality is, I could have cancer. And I could have to go through aggressive treatments. Or I could not have cancer. And I'm worrying for absolutely nothing. That's what I'm hoping for. I can't even begin to explain all the ways that my thoughts have been racing, especially these last few weeks. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm sad. I feel very bad for my mom for having to take care of me again. I'm feeling very why me about it all. I'm feeling very I just need a fucking break in life. I've been switching between feeling hopeful and ready and, it's no big deal, and cracking a lot of dark humored tumor jokes, of which there are many, and, switching to I'm terrified, I'm so scared, I'm gonna die, this is the end of the world, and then I spiral. And sometimes that's happening within the same damn minute. But I also know that this is just another card that I have been dealt in life, and I am no stranger to juggling and multitasking stresses and traumas like I have many, many times before. Between surviving domestic violence, a divorce, people stalking me, multiple family deaths, chronic illness and health issues, war and genocide against people I love, the absolute mess that is this country and this world, and just so many other things that I can't necessarily talk about. I have been juggling all of it, especially the last 3 years, and add this on top of it. And while that sounds ridiculously unfair, and I agree that it is, just like everything else in my life, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna face it head on, no pun intended, and I'm gonna be strong about it, because there is no other option but to be strong about it. And hopefully, all will go well. That's that's really all we can hope for. So please say your prayers, talk to the universe, send out positivity, release good vibes. Whatever it is that you do, it doesn't matter who you pray to, what you believe in, it is perfectly fine. If you have one extra second of your day, I could use it. I'm sorry that things have kind of slowed down on my page a bit. I'm doing my best given the circumstances, and I'm gonna try to put out as much as I can from now until surgery, and hopefully my brain still functions after surgery. You'll just, well, you're not gonna see me like this. But I'm thankful for all of your love, your support, your encouragement. I'm really appreciative of you all, and I love you all, and I hope this doesn't change things and that you're willing to be part of this next journey of life with me. That's all. I love you. Bye.